Jason Kelce delighted to talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift after Chiefs win over Broncos on podcast. On Monday, November 11th, Travis and Jason Kelce went on air for the New Heights podcast. A recording of the Kelce brothers' conversation was released ahead of its official release on Wednesday. Jason Kelce expressed his joy when talking about the Chiefs' win over the Broncos on Sunday. Jason Kelce said that in the recent games, Travis Kelce has continuously had successful touchdowns, which is also a sign of a clear improvement in form, and he also praised Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce then smiled and thanked Jason. Travis said, "It was the most comprehensive game since the beginning of the season. All members of the team had an equal impact on the Chiefs' victory." Travis' humility made Jason nod and clap. Jason then talked about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift celebrating in the VIP room at Arrowhead Stadium. Jason said, "I'm really sorry I couldn't make it, but I think it was a memorable party," Travis said. "After the game everyone had a little party to celebrate, but we were only there for about 30 minutes and everyone left. You know, it was the earliest game of the season, so we left right after the party." Jason continued to ask Travis, "What made your face glow with happiness when you took pictures with everyone at that party?" Travis laughed and shyly said, "Well man, can I not answer this question?" Jason said, "It's up to you." Travis said, "Actually being surrounded by family and friends was a memorable day. I also felt very happy, especially Swift was there to cheer. The enthusiasm of her family was also the main motivation and I was happy about that." Jason immediately shouted, "OMG, great Travis." Then both brothers laughed out loud. Jason continued, "Perhaps our dad Ed also had a meeting with Uncle Scott Swift, which was one of the most meaningful moments," Travis said. "Yes, even though I was playing at that time, but the pictures I got were updated and I think they probably had a great day." Today professional tennis player Frances Tiafoe and his girlfriend Ian Broomfield also attended this party and they posted a photo with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce at the Chiefs' victory party against the Broncos. In the sweet moments, a detail that made fans feel warm when Scott Swift, Taylor Swift's father, had a subtle gesture that captured the hearts of fans. Scott Swift went to Arrowhead to cheer for Travis Kelce, and more specifically Scott raised his arm as a greeting to the fans when Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were standing in front of the camera. Some fans said, "Scott is a respectable person, he always interacts with fans no matter where he is. I witnessed him standing for 2 hours to give friendship bracelets to fans at Taylor's concerts." Another person said, "Scott is really a great help with his daughter's work, they are such a great family." The next person: "Today I didn't see Donna, but Ed Kelce also had a moment to hug Scott to celebrate. It's great to see the two families always so affectionate." At the VIP party the pop star, 34, and the offensive lineman, 35, wrapped their arms around each other as Ian posed with the medalist. Tiafoe and Broomfield also smiled in a few selfies inside the suite and even posed with Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and his wife, Brittany Mahomes. After the game, Broomfield shared her excitement by posting a "Get Ready With Me" video on TikTok, in which she was seen dancing enthusiastically. As she completed her glam game day look, she also documented the rest of her day and was seen outside the stadium eating a hot dog while inside the suite. Kylie Kelce expressed her regret at not being able to attend the Chiefs vs Broncos game. But she did express her joy and talked about the sweet moment between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce after the Chiefs' win over the Broncos. Kylie said, "Taylor Swift looks so beautiful, she is so funny, especially when Travis Kelce is also a funny person. The two have a special coincidence. Every time they see the two elements combined, the sweetest things will appear. Last week he gave my daughter a friendship bracelet, and surprisingly my daughter Wyatt wore it to bed. She kept the gift and didn't let anyone touch it." According to Broomfield, Tiafoe is the one to thank for the epic crossover. In an Instagram Stories post, she revealed that the tennis star actually picked up on the fact that she wanted to watch the Chiefs play. "Without her mention it to him, I was talking to my friend a few weeks ago about wanting to experience a Chiefs game," she wrote. "And look at Frances overhearing the conversation and making it happen." Tiafoe, meanwhile, gave Kansas City itself a shout-out after his Arrowhead experience. "Thank you KC," the tennis star wrote on an Instagram Stories post. Also in the crowd at the exciting Chiefs-Broncos game were stars like Flavor Flav, Jason Sudeikis and, of course, Swift, who cheered for Kelce from a suite as he scored a touchdown that tied him for the all-time Chiefs touchdown record. Andrea arrived with her daughter, holding a red Versace purse tied with a yellow Versace scarf customized with Kelce's jersey number 87, in red. The mom of two further supported the Chiefs by wearing a red quarter-zip shirt, black wrap, black pants and black sunglasses. Taylor also matched with her mom, wearing a business casual black and red skirt suit, high-heeled boots and purse, all also by Versace, paired with a Victoria's Secret corset. Andrea, 66, and her daughter, 34, cheered on Kelce, 35, from their VIP suite as they watched him defeat the Broncos at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The cruel summer singer was even seen clapping and smiling after her boyfriend made history by tying a past Chiefs player for scoring the most touchdowns in franchise history. Both Andrea and Taylor have attended a plethora of Chiefs games ever since Taylor and Kelce went public with their romance in September 2023. And they have both chosen several stylish looks that pay homage to the team. Last Monday night, Andrea wore an outfit that showed her loyalty to both her daughter and Kelce at the same time. She sported a black zip-up sweatshirt that was embroidered with the phrase, "In my Chiefs era," referencing Taylor's record-breaking Eras tour. Meanwhile, last week, Taylor opted for a Chiefs leather vintage varsity jacket with black denim shorts and matching black Christian Louboutin cowboy boots, $2,195. The Tortured Poets Department singer attended last week's game with her mom, her brother Austin Swift and Kelce's mom Donna Kelce. The tight end's brother, Jason Kelce, also stopped by the private suite after shooting his Monday night countdown broadcast to hug Taylor and Andrea. On the heels of 3 victories in a row with 27 or more points scored, the Kansas City Chiefs offense came back down to earth on Sunday against the Denver Broncos. A 16-point output in Week 10 was enough for a win to keep the team's undefeated record intact, although it took a blocked field goal to secure that miraculous result. Luckily for Kansas City, Denver didn't score a single point in the second half, and just 2 field goals for the home team put them over the top. The final margin could have been even wider had quarterback Patrick Mahomes hit a pair of throws the team has grown to expect from him over the years. In the fourth quarter alone, Mahomes left as many as 11 potential points on the board via misses intended for wide receiver Xavier Worthy and tight end Travis Kelce. He knows it, and while there's no easy excuse for those sequences not ending in touchdowns, the 2-time NFL MVP thinks he can connect next time around. "It's a little bit of missed throws, little bit of me not seeing the coverage exactly the way I should," Mahomes said. "I thought on the one to Trav, the linebacker probably, which he probably should have, got a little more depth. I threw it a little higher than I wanted to even though he didn't get depth. If I can just fire it in there and get him a touchdown there. The one to Worthy, it was a scramble play. I just left it high when I kind of was off balance, saw him open and threw it. I've made those throws before. It's just about going back, executing and making them next week or whenever that is this season." On the club's penultimate offensive possession, Mahomes had Worthy deep down the field for a would-be score but led him out of bounds with an inaccurate throw. That drive ended in a punt from midfield. The next time the Chiefs had the ball, they got down to the 2-yard line in a goal-to-go situation, but Mahomes sailed a pass well over the head of Kelce through the back of the end zone. Kansas City still got its go-ahead field goal, although 7 points would have been much better than 3. Despite the misses, Mahomes played a solid game. Going 28 for 42 passing, he amassed 266 yards and ran for another 19. Even with his poor pocket presence and a changing offensive tackle situation during the game, he was good for a 0.12 EPA/play mark that just barely trails his season average of 0.148. It wasn't Mahomes' best outing of the season, but with how the year started,